example FOLLOW and the other word FOLF. Now if I ask you what are the elements present in this, you tell F, O, L and W, right? And here also it would be FOLF. Hey viewers, so in this video let us see the topic which is based on sets. This is chapter 1 for class 11 syllabus. So in this video we will be seeing the introduction of the sets and the representation. So let us start. What is set? So before I tell you what is the meaning of set, I would be asking you some two questions. So this is the first question. Mention the games which you know. So what everyone would tell: football, cricket, volleyball, or chess, or else one more game. I would tell badminton. So I would tell these 5 games. In the same way, you people will write the different 5 games. It may be similar, or you people may choose different 5 games. So in the same way, everyone will have different games which they know. So hence, this is known as collection. So everyone will have different games in their mind, right? So in the same way, I wrote these 5 games. Now I will be asking you the other question. So how many subjects were there in class 10? It was maths, science, social science, then PE, second language, English, right? So these were the 6 subjects which everyone had. So this is fixed, which is specific. So now by this what we can conclude? So this is not fixed. This will differ for everyone. I wrote 5 games, so you people may write other 5 games here, but here the number of subjects in class 10, everyone would have had 6 subjects itself, so which is fixed. So hence the collection of something which is fixed is known as set. Now this will not change for everyone. Well, this may change person to person. So hence this is the collection of something, and the collection of something altogether is known as set. The well-defined collection of the object is known as set. So this is the definition of sets. Now let us see some examples based on this. The number of students in your class. Number of students in your class, that is altogether known as set. Or else natural number, that is a set. All the natural numbers is a set. All the whole numbers is a set. In the same way, collection of some objects altogether is known as sets. That is the definition. Now let us see the notations of set. How do we represent it? So sets are always represented with the capital letters A, B, C, anything, T, E, your wish. Any letter you can write, but it should be capital letter. That is the notation of sets. For example, when I take number of students in the class, you can represent it with capital A or capital X, anything your wish. So that is the notation. And the elements present inside this. So we'll have some elements, right? So for example, number of students, right? Raghav or Gautam or Riya, etc., etc. So there are some elements present inside this, right? So here we will represent this with small letters. The small letters. So Raghav with small a, Gautam with small b, Riya with small c. In that way we represent it. So this is the notations of sets. Now let us see some of the known notations of the sets. We are very familiar with these notations. So let us see what are those. Yeah, so I'll be writing some of the letters. I hope you all know these notations. You all are very familiar with this, but I'm just telling you so that while solving the questions it should not create the confusion. Yeah, this is natural number. This is integers. And this is the representation for real number. It is the representation for real number. This is complex number. Complex number. And this will be rational number. And W is whole number. So this is the representation. We are very familiar with these notations, right? We are very familiar. Now what is R plus? Yes, exactly. It is positive real numbers. It is the notation for positive real numbers. Now you all have idea what is sets and the notations for these sets, and these are some of the familiar notations which we know. Now I would like to ask you a question. What does this symbol mean? So if you don't know what does this symbol mean, it is belongs to. Now what is belongs to? Connection between elements and set. It is the connection between the elements present in the set and the set. So I think you didn't understand by this. Let me just tell you with an example. So minus 2 belongs to natural number, or minus 2 does not belongs to natural number. This is right. Am I right? This is the correct option which you will choose. So hence it is the connection between the elements and the set. If this element is present in this, whether it belongs to the set or no. So it means that. Now let us see the representation of sets. There are two types, which is the roster form and the set builder form. Now what is roster form and set builder form? Let me just explain you with an example here. So this is the example which you have. Represent first 5 whole numbers in roster form and set builder form. Now roster form in the sense how first thing you should know that I will represent set with this curved brackets. You should always represent set with curved bracket. Now all first 5 whole numbers, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is known as the roster form. It is very simple. Roster form is very basic. And the set builder form is, it is generalized. It is general. Now let us write that also. First thing, I will write the curved brackets first, and then x. This is the element x. Now what does this symbol mean? It means x such that. Now what will I write? This x belongs to whole numbers. This x belongs to whole numbers where x is less than or equal to 4. Less than or equal to 4. We have written 5 elements, right? Because whole number consists of 0 also. So hence 4. X less than or equal to 4. We represent set builder form in this way and roster form in this way. So hope you're clear with roster form and set builder form. So that was all about the representation in set builder form and roster form. Now let us see these 2 points. The order of the element does not matter and repetition does not matter. So when I write a set, so I take a set 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now if I write 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 3, 2, 1 or in any other way, it does not matter in set. You can write in any way. Now I take some 3 random names. So as I took before, Riya, Gautam and Ram. Let us take, I forgot the other name. So Riya, Gautam and Ram. So I can tell Riya, Gautam and Ram or Ram, Gautam and Riya. Anyway, right? So in the same way, this also means the order of the element does not matter. Now the second point is repetition does not matter. So for example, I take the example FOLLOW and the other word FOLF. Now if I ask you what are the elements present in this, you would tell F, O, L and W, right? And here also it would be FOLF. So if I see here, the elements both are present the same, though it is repeated here. This L and O is repeated twice, but it does not matter. When we write how many elements are there, we just write this 4 elements itself. So hence the repetition does not matter in sets. So that is it for today. We have learned what is set and the representation based on that. Now please do try this question and comment it below, and if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. In the next video, we will be seeing the examples from NCERT textbook based on this exercise, that is the sets and the representation. Now that is it for today. Thank you.